Abraham Maslow was born into a Jewish family in Brooklyn, New York, in 1908, and had an unfortunate childhood. In 1926, he entered the City College of New York to study law, but soon transferred to Cornell University to study psychology. He studied animal learning behavior under C. Hall, one of the representatives of behaviorism, and was deeply influenced by Gestalt psychology and S. Freud's psychology. He received his Ph.D. in psychology from the University of Wisconsin and later taught at Brandeis University. His main achievements include proposing humanistic psychology and Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. His representative works include motivation and personality, exploration of existential psychology, the realm humans can achieve, etc. Maslow is the founder of the third generation of psychology. He proposed a humanistic psychology that combines psychoanalytic psychology and behaviorist psychology, and integrated his aesthetic ideas into it. He is known as the father of humanistic psychology. Born into a Jewish immigrant family in New York, he experienced poverty and racial discrimination in his early years, which inspired him to think deeply about human behavior and psychology. Maslow proposed the hierarchy of needs theory in 1943, which divided human needs into 5 levels: physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. This theory has not only profoundly affected the field of psychology, but has also been widely used in management, education, and social sciences. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, from physiological needs to self-actualization needs, depicts the development blueprint of human motivation. In the context of contemporary China's rapid development, this theory reminds us to pay attention to the satisfaction of individuals' basic needs, while also motivating people to pursue higher-level goals. For both personal growth and social development, understanding and applying these levels can help stimulate intrinsic motivation and promote overall progress. In his later years, Maslow devoted himself to studying the characteristics of peak experiences and self-actualizers, emphasizing human potential and growth. Although his theory received some criticism in later years, its core ideas still have important value today. Maslow is considered the founder of the third generation of psychology, and his theories have had a profound impact on modern psychology, education, management, and other fields. Although his theory has been criticized and questioned in some quarters, it is undeniable that he provided a valuable framework for understanding human behavior and motivation. Later generations rated Maslow as a landmark figure in the field of psychology. In China's current situation of material abundance and pursuit of spiritual satisfaction, Maslow's famous sayings, such as an important aspect that distinguishes humans from animals is that they have self-control, reminds us to value inner growth. Its hierarchy of needs theory, from physiology to self-actualization, provides a framework for understanding personal pursuits and guides us to pursue a higher level of spiritual life. Maslow's theory reminds us that only by satisfying basic needs can we better pursue higher levels of self-realization. In China, with the improvement of material living standards, people are paying more and more attention to spiritual growth, such as the pursuit of knowledge, art, and the realization of self-worth. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory emphasizes the dynamic nature of needs. That is, human needs are not fixed, but continue to develop and change with personal growth, environmental changes, and social and cultural influences. This perspective reminds us to consider the diversity of individuals and settings when applying theory. In short, Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory not only provides a roadmap for personal growth, but also provides profound insights into fields such as business management, social policy formulation, education, and healthcare. It helps us better understand the motivations behind human behavior and provides theoretical support for solving practical problems. If your heart changes, your attitude will change. Change your attitude and your habits will change. As your habits change, your personality will change. Change your personality, and your life will change accordingly. The lowest level is the physiological needs. The second includes the needs for safety, stability, and quality. The third is the sense of belonging. The fourth is the need for respect. The fifth is the human need for self-realization. If your only tool is a hammer, you might think all your problems are nails. If you deliberately avoid the important and do the smaller things than you can do with your best efforts, then I warn you that you will be very unhappy in the days to come. Because you always have to avoid the various opportunities and possibilities that are related to your abilities. Growth is often a painful process, so some people avoid growth. Not only do we love our best opportunities, we also fear them. One of the greatest pains in a person's life is that of a person who has been deprived of his own experience. Self is what is deep within us. It is more than just human animality. People feel happy when they fully develop their potential. Living within a superstitious framework is a waste of life. Having a good awareness of oneself and a good awareness of others on a reasonable, sensible, and objective basis is self-identity. Human potential is an intrinsic, internal thing that increases with the growth of an individual and continues to develop. The goal of life is to find the meaning of life, to grow, and to grow as an individual. Self-actualization is not an end, but a means. In a way, the meaning of life is a very unfortunate thing because in a way, life has no meaning. As soon as the individual regards human beings as a thing of his own development, he has found the meaning of life. Understanding is not only a matter of the mind, but also a matter of life. A person with a rich heart will provide love to the outside world, while a person with a poor heart will seek love from others. An important aspect that distinguishes humans from animals is his ability to control himself. The sense of honor and achievement are high-level human needs. When a person's basic needs are met, the need to be respected and love will arise. Creativity is a skill that everyone has the potential to develop. It is an outdated concept to limit creativity to the prolific work of a few scientists, writers, and artists. The most beautiful destiny and the most wonderful luck for human beings is to do what you like and get paid at the same time. Every course should be made to foster creativity. That is to say, educational ethics should help create. The satisfaction of higher-order needs can lead to more desirable subjective effects, namely a deeper sense of well-being, tranquility, and richness in inner life. When a child feels insecure, when his safety needs, love needs, belonging needs, and self-esteem needs are fundamentally hindered and threatened, he will show more selfishness, hatred, aggression, and destructiveness. To avoid being disappointed in human nature, we must first give up our illusions about human nature. Hoping to get a response from something that is recognized in the heart is the highest psychological need of human beings. Everything you want to do when you grow up was actually foreshadowed when you were a child. Whether the foreshadowing is good or not depends on your mother's attitude. Every argumentative person you meet actually has the characteristics of an accusatory personality. He argues just for the sake of arguing, Even though he knows he is wrong, he will never admit his mistake. As long as he can refute you, he has satisfied his desire for eloquence. When you forcefully change someone, it is equivalent to intervening in the cause and effect of the other person. If you change the trajectory of the other party, then the consequences that should have been borne by the other party will be transferred to you. You can assist and make suggestions, but you must not force the other party. Everyone is their own first responsible person. Being responsible for oneself is the most basic principle of human beings. If he cannot be responsible for himself, how do you think you can be responsible for the lives of others? Be able to accept yourself, others, and your environment. You can be calm in good times and bad. You don't necessarily like the status quo, but you will accept it first and work hard to improve it. The hierarchy of human needs theory is like a pyramid, with physiological needs at the base and self-actualization at the top. Growth is often a painful process because we must give up some old things in order to usher in new growth. Not only do we love our best opportunities, we also fear them. Healthy people do not torture others. It is often those who have been tortured who become torturers. No one can make you feel inferior unless you agree to it. It takes a great deal of love for anything to be able to let it be as it is, to let it take its own course. First, there is the desire for strength, achievement, sufficiency, confidence in the world, independence, and freedom. Second, we have a desire for fame or prestige. The necessary condition for changing a person is to change his understanding of himself. The story of humanity is the story of people underestimating themselves. Freedom does not exist in a vacuum. It always involves concrete freedom of choice and limited possibilities. The most beautiful destiny and the most wonderful luck for human beings is to do what you like and get paid at the same time. The content of the dream is due to the formation of wishes, and its purpose is to satisfy the wishes. I firmly believe that human civilization was created at the expense of primitive instincts. Unless a person dares to listen to himself, to his own self, at every moment of his life, he cannot choose life wisely. The most stable and healthy self-esteem is based on well-deserved respect from others, not on external fame, prestige, and unwarranted flattery. One kind of person only knows how to do, the other kind of person only knows how to think. But only by combining the two can you achieve ultimate success.